Yo, no matter what happens, if LeBron gets swept, he's still, you know what I'm saying, in my eyes, for LeBron, man, he's still the greatest in this era. And what he has done, taking this team to the finals, is equivalent to an NBA championship, man. He took this team, a bunch of losers, to the NBA finals. It kind of reminds me of, you watch these movies, these team movies, where you always have the one jock player surrounded by a bunch of loser kids. You got the one cool kid that's talented surrounded by a bunch of loser kids, fat kids, unathletic kids against the studs, and the loser kids come out the winner. Well, that's what LeBron James taking this bunch to the finals reminds me of. There's no way he should have been able to go to the finals. And people want to, like Stephen A. Smith, people want to say, oh, the Eastern Conference, he should have won. They weak. He took on this Indiana scared Indiana Pacers. Not scared, but inexperienced Indiana Pacers. Then he took on a rookie Boston and all this bullshit. They're making excuses, man. That's bull crap, man. Did you check the Cleveland Cavaliers regular season record? So as far as I'm concerned, they were pretty much, matter of fact, Cleveland was what, third or fourth? They wasn't even the top team in their conference. I think it was Toronto, then Boston, Indiana, or Cleveland. Cleveland was 3 or 4. But they weren't even the top, and they wasn't even in the top standings. Well, they definitely wasn't 1 or 2. But the man persevered. The man brought his team up, and they beat the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. They beat the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. They beat the number 3 team in the Eastern Conference. And these teams, and LeBron, like I said, LeBron James Cleveland didn't have the greatest record. They wasn't the greatest team. Man, this is the same team that had to trade most of their damn team members in the middle of the season. Stephen A., you need to give this man some credit. This man is great for what he has done. Come on, man. You take a team that's assembled together in mid-season and they still go to the finals with a bunch of players that never even went past the second round of the playoffs. With a lot of these guys that they done picked up. Come on, man. And they go to the finals with the way J.R. Smith playing this year. He been drinking Hennessy all year. Kevin Love is inconsistent. Yeah, he was an all-star this year, but come on, man. Sometimes these people are generous with giving these guys these all-star credentials, man. Sometimes the NBA just a little too generous with that shit. You know, Kevin Love ain't no Scottie Pippen. I mean, Kevin Love has his moments, but Kevin Love is soft, especially when it comes to crunch time. Oh man, he want to sit out there and hit threes all fucking day, jack up threes and shit. That dude is scared of, that dude ain't fit for that rough, tough comeback now. He ain't that type of player. But so LeBron James is all year, man. He's been dealing with this shit. LeBron has single-handedly carried this fucking team to the finals, man, and he deserves ultimate respect for that. I don't want to hear people talking about, and this is another thing I hate, man. I hate the judgment. I hate in one game, you know, LeBron is the greatest thing we ever seen. Then in the next game when Durant go off, oh, Durant is the greatest. Now Durant is better than LeBron. Now Durant is all this and that. LeBron, you know, ain't no Jordan and all this shit. Come on, man. I hate that shit, dog. I hate that shit. When he scored 51, he was everything. And then the next game, he might not have that same type of game now. Oh, he ain't got this. He ain't the killer. He don't have this. He don't have that. Oh, man, give me a break, man. He took this team to the finals, man. He need help, bro. If he trying to get his teammates involved, you know, I ain't mad at him. I ain't going to disrespect this man. I ain't going to say he ain't no killer. I ain't going to say that. He plays the game differently, man. I'm just gonna give a man his respect. He took this damn team to the finals. Whatever happens after that. It really don't matter now, cause whatever he could have done, he could have jacked the shot up 150 times. They still would have lost, cause you got to get your teammates involved. You know what I'm saying? So him taking the shots or in crucial moments ain't going in this series, it ain't gonna help him win. No matter what he do. He can score 75. They still gonna lose. Kevin Durant gets no credit for his rings that he won with Golden State. I don't give Kevin Durant no credit at all. So what? Kevin Durant had a good game. Still don't give you no credit. You supposed to score. You supposed to be the best player on the team. You supposed to score 40 or 50. You on a stacked damn team, man. And I was arguing. Me and my coworker was going back and forth a little bit this morning. He was saying, I was making the point that, so what, Durant? He's supposed to have a good game. So what? He had a great game the last game they played. So what? He's supposed to. He on a stacked damn team. What you expect? I expect that fool to have a good game all the time. He went to a 73-9 team, and then whatever that damn record was, the greatest regular season record in NBA history. Your boy went to that team. F him. I don't give him no respect or no credit. F him. And people want to say, oh, so what? LeBron James did it. LeBron James. That ain't the same. Okay. I was arguing with that ain't the same type of team LeBron went to. You know. First of all, them boys was unproven. First of all, he went to Wade wasn't in his prime when LeBron went to him. When he went to Miami, Wade was past his prime a little bit. 4 years after he won with Shaq, he was past his prime a little bit. Bosh, I don't even respect Bosh, to be honest with you. I mean, Bosh put up decent numbers with Toronto. So what? A lot of guys can do that. A lot of decent players can put up good numbers on bad teams. And then what I think Charles said that too. So I don't rank Bosh as one of the top tier players. Bosh ain't going down as one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. And then they had to mesh together, you know, and they struggled playing together for a while. And it's not really the same type of team that Kevin Durant went to. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant went to a team that was already perfect, fool. LeBron assembled that team together in Miami. Kevin Durant went to a fucking perfect team. One of the greatest teams in NBA history. One of the biggest stars in NBA go to that team. That's what Kevin Durant did. So if what LeBron did was a bitch move, what Kevin Durant did was a bitch move 2.0. There's levels to this shit, man. So it's not the same thing. Definitely not the same thing. It was a little bitch move. I give you that. What LeBron did was a bitch move. Going to another man's team when you the man. But what Kevin Durant did was 2.0 bitch move, like I said. Bitch move to the second power, man. Ultimate bitch move. So I'll still give LeBron James credit for the rings he won in Miami, but with Kevin Durant going to Golden State, you get no credit of winning them rings at all, bro. None. I give him no credit, but people don't ride Durant like they ride LeBron, though. You know? Like I said, what LeBron did, man, I ain't gonna criticize this man on how he played the game. I'm not finna criticize. This man took this sorry ass team to the finals. I'm not finna criticize him for how he playing against Golden State. Don't nobody expect him to win against Golden State, man. Then the referees against you. You would think the referees would at least try to give you the benefit of the calls. Hell, you're going against a damn stacked team. They should win 4 or 5 more NBA championships. Or 2 or 3 more. Come on, bro. The NBA should be ashamed of themselves for even making that trade happen, for even letting Durant go to Golden State. Motherfucker, you wouldn't even let Chris Paul go to the Lakers. How the hell you let Kevin Durant go to the greatest team, one of the greatest teams of all time? How the hell y'all let Kevin Durant go to that team, bro? This ruined. I mean, it is. I agree with y'all. It ruined the game in a way. In a lot of ways, it ruined the game. And then we're gonna see if LeBron go to Houston. I mean, it's gonna. I hate these super teams, man. I respect teams with 1 or 2 all-stars. You know, 1 or 2 super players. Well, 2 super players. Like the Jordan era, 1 superstar. Next to him is an all-star. Then you got a bunch of role players. I respect teams like that. Kevin Durant had that with Westbrook. You can say they was on the same level. No, but you can say Kevin Durant. Well, you can say pretty much a lot of people put him on the same level, but you know, Kevin Durant edged that out because of his length and all that. But I respect teams like that with a bunch of role players around them. Not all these big egos on one team. You got. I respect what Chris Paul and James Harden, that type of team. But if you add LeBron James in that mix, I don't respect that no more. You know, I don't respect this shit with Kevin Durant with the Golden State. You know, I don't respect that. You know, all these prime time players in their prime. You know, linking up. That's just like, what if Magic Johnson? Okay, they got beat. Michael Jordan beat Magic in the finals. What if the next year after that, Magic Johnson go join the Bulls? Y'all know y'all wouldn't put up with that bullshit. Y'all know y'all would ultimately be disgusted with Magic Johnson if he did some shit like that. Or, after we just beat you in the finals, or New York Knicks, or, when the Bulls eliminated them in the second round. What if Patrick Ewing decides to go to the Bulls, decides to join the Bulls after that? Man, come on, man. Y'all will rip Patrick Ewing to shreds. And then if he won rings with the Bulls, y'all know y'all wouldn't count that. Because he'd be less of a man to do that. So yeah, man, LeBron gets my respect, taking his team to the finals. The man is great. This is equivalent to a ring to me. Going against a stacked fucking team, man, it ain't fair at all. Just look at the players LeBron has and look at the players Golden State has. It's definitely not a fair match. NBA needs to do something about shit like this. NBA commissioner should have stepped in and never let that trade happen. Durant going to Golden State. They stopped the fucking Chris Paul trade going to the Lakers. They should never let this happen. And I think David Stern was hating too a little bit on Kobe. I don't think he wanted Kobe to win another ring. Definitely not have, Chris Paul on his team. I don't know, it was a threat maybe. But yeah, I don't understand how you veto that move, but you let Kevin Durant go. I don't understand that, because years ago I thought they was putting stuff in place so this couldn't happen, so super teams couldn't happen anymore like this. But yeah, it's an unfair matchup all the way around. So Kevin Durant gets no credit for how good he plays. I don't care if he scores 60. It don't mean shit. Peace.